please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Also, check me on my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. Well, good evening. It's Tuesday. It's the perfect. I can't even talk. It's the 1st of July. Whoop, whoop. So, I haven't got pranked today, so I'm in the safe zone. My kids wanted to prank me today, but it didn't happen. So I just wanted to come on. I don't know. I kind of had this urge to. So I was like, let me just go on. As I enjoy these beautiful roses. So I got myself some roses. Look at how pretty they look. They're pretty. I'm kind of dying though. But yeah, I got myself some roses. It's always nice to get yourself some roses. Some flowers. And you don't need to get gifted flowers from anyone. Go buy some. I thought there was a cute. The last person that got me flowers, it was my son. Yeah, and they died. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna be here rambling off. I have no idea. But actually, I could say that today was a good day. Today was a good day. Just seeing my son happy, that's just like, so I gotta tell you guys the news. I'm gonna wait until somebody hops on. I don't know if anybody's gonna be on or not, but I don't see anybody as of yet. Actually, let me go grab my other phone. I don't think I can. Oh, hello. So we have 2 people. I could tell the story. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, so I'm gonna tell you the good news. My son got his first car. I'm so proud of him. He saved 1,000, and I gave him more money towards it. And let's just say, so my son's 17 years old. So this is his first car. And I'm excited that he actually got his first car on his own. Yes, I contributed towards it. Obviously, I am his mother. Because nobody did nothing for me. So I brought all my cars on my own. Nobody gave me money for my cars or anything. So my first car was at 31. I bought my first car at 31. So my son got his first car. He's 17. He's so proud of it. I'm very, very happy. He graduates next year. He has one more year of school. And he's doing really good. And I'm a single mom. And he has no masculine figure in his life at all. So I think that I'm doing pretty well being a single mom, raising boys, because it's hard to raise boys, because you guys know, I don't care what anybody says. It is hard to raise boys being a single mom because they don't have that masculine figure to show him the ropes of what a masculine should be doing. So, I believe he's doing really good. He does have he has a great mentor, which is his pastor. So I can't say he doesn't have a masculine figure. He does. He has his pastor, which he does go to a Christian school that I pay for. Will I put my kid in public school? No. None of them. I don't think public school is a good idea. I think that if you can have your kids if you can afford it, right? Have your kid in public school or homeschool your children. That's because I worked in the school system and I see the shenanigans that happens. And I've been working the school system since I was 18. Just saying. And I'm 40. So, and plus I work in the mental health field. So we get like a lot of referrals from schools and stuff like that. So, but you know what's the craziest thing? last night. I was on my way home. I didn't get home until 10:30 last night, almost 11. And I was thinking about, because my son sent me the car that he brought. The tow guy was here to bring his car, to deliver his car. And I was driving and I was thinking about their dad, because me and their dad were together for 15 years. Um, it's his first car. And what's sad about it is that his dad is not here to experience these first things. His first car. He's had girlfriends, but I'm saying like your first car, like that's something. You know what I'm saying? Like something to be proud of. Um, yes, it ain't easy. You already know that. So, I was driving home. It was raining. It was pouring rain. I could barely see. It was crazy last night. So, yeah, like I said, I was thinking about their dad, and their dad was a mechanic. So, and I fix my own cars too. I haven't because of my neck. So, if you guys don't know, I had neck surgery, so I can't work on my car anymore. So, I was thinking about all these scenarios, like if he was here, right? Like, yes, we didn't have the greatest relationship, but he did try to be a dad as best as he could, as he knew, because he didn't have parents himself. So, you know what I mean? He raised himself since he was 14, actually 13. So their dad raised himself since he was 13, and I've been on my own for a long time, for many years. I raised myself pretty much. So, because I was in a foster care system and I ended up in a foster care, I was adopted out at the age of 9, but I didn't have it easy like a lot of, when you have a mom and a dad. I'm not saying like, oh, it's peaches and creams having a mom and a dad in a household, because that could also be toxic as well, right? Um, I never had that experience. And to be honest, I'm glad that I didn't have that experience, because I wouldn't have the experience that I have now. Even though like I crave it. So like as my son's getting older, I realize like I know he misses his dad, and I know that he won't have these memories with his dad, like his first car, him going to the Navy, all these accomplishments that he's done for himself. It's sad because I didn't have that, and he lost that even though he still has me. I could feel for him because of the fact that he doesn't have his dad. He doesn't have that role model. He doesn't have that masculine that he can actually talk to and be and have that confinement in, you know what I mean? So it's pretty sad. And I didn't look forward to being a single mom at all. I was actually hoping to be forever, because like I said, we were together for 15 years. We would have been together for 23, 20, no, 23 years this year, 23, 24. We would have been together for 24 years. Um, it's sad. Am I with anyone at the moment? No. Am I talking to anybody? No. Am I interested in anybody? No. I just don't care to be in a relationship. I like to be on my own. I've been single for 9 years. I do whatever I want. If I want to go on vacation, I can. Actually, I'm planning a vacation this weekend. I just need like a little getaway. My son does work. He can drive himself to work. So I'm thinking I'm taking like a little mini vacation with my kids and just go somewhere. And just for like 2 days or something. You know what I mean? Just to just to clear my mind, because work has been hectic. And I'm telling you, the energies have been crazy. Um, let's just say the energies between Friday and Saturday, it was very intense, even Sunday. And then Monday, squaring off to today, like it's like an exhausting feeling, like a tired feeling, like motivation, but not motivation. Like I can't explain it, But I was on YouTube and I was scrolling and I seen other readers say the same thing, that they were tired. They've been, because the energies have been so much. And as empaths, we transmute that energy anyways. So last night, I think, yeah, after I got out of work, I was in my office for a while, and actually I cried for like 2 hours because, like I said, I do miss their dad. Um, it's just different, It's just really, really different. Um, and it's hard. So, like, yeah, like they say, oh, get over it, He's moved on, like, he's gone. He's been gone for 9 years. If you spend 15 years with someone, you grew up with that person, you've did everything, it's still hard. It really is. I don't care how many, like May 5th will be 9 years he's been gone. It's been 9 years. And I think about him once in a while. I did cry literally for 5 years straight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna shit you. I cried for 5 years straight, um, every day. And I went to his grave for like 3 years, um, every day. I never missed a beat. Never did. So, yeah. So it's tough raising boys. I have two more. One's 9 and one's 10. And I'm hoping the second one is a handful. I'm not gonna lie. I got my hands full on that one. I'm not gonna lie. You said the same thing? Yeah. It's rough. The first one was hard, like going through those stages, because he lost his dad when he was um 9 years old. You know what I mean? So that's where it all started. It all started when he was 9. He's been in and out of places since he was 16. He's been home, no, 15. So he's only been home for 2 years. Um, and I'm treasuring these moments because I didn't get to treasure those moments from 9 till 15, you know what I mean? So I treasure the moments that I do have. Like as soon as he told me about the car, I was so excited. I was a little worried because, like for the car and the price and what it is now, I think he really did get a good deal on his car. My first car was only $500, and it was a beater, and it lasted 2 years. So his was 15. Yeah, it was 15, and it was a 2008. And I didn't really care for the car that he got because it's a Ford. So you guys, Ford lovers out there, don't come after me, okay? Fords suck. I've driven many Fords and I don't like them. Um, so yeah, I don't really care for Fords. Now, if it's a Chevy or a Dodge, now we're talking. I have a Toyota, so Toyota's not bad. They actually last, and you could run the crap out of them, and they don't die. But yeah. Ooh. So let's see what we have. Actually, I just kept on looking at this one, and it's the Akashic Records, it's Truth of Oracle cards. We have those, but we also have these. So we're going to see what we have. Actually, I did. Wait, hold on. So I went to the Mexican joint with my kids today because I was hungry. I didn't eat all day today. So I went to this Mexican restaurant today. It's pretty interesting. So the Mexican dude, you can tell he's trying to hit on me, right? Because he knows me. Because I go there once in a while, and I go there for lunch sometimes. So it's pretty interesting. I'm not interested, though. He's a little cutie. I'm not gonna lie. He's a little cutie, but he's not my type. Not my type. He's not my toy. All right, let's see what we have. All right, let's say our prayers. Let's see what we have. Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil, for them is the kingdom and the power and the glory. May the Lord be with us all. I invoke the powers of Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Metatron, and Sandefin to please protect my energy and my space. Please let me be a clear conduit for this message that I will be giving to the collective. So let's see what we have. God, Source, Universe, what's the message? Someone's going through some adversities. Whoa. It says it right here. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I've been really challenged today. Let me tell you. I've been really challenged today. So that that correlates. Then we have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Exactly. You do. Don't give someone else your own happiness. Then we have, let's see what we have. We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So it says patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Interesting. And I see red, which is your root chakra, right? And then you go to your solar plexus, and then it goes to your soul. I mean, to your sacral, to your solar. So it's like the it's like the lower chakras. Something with the lower chakras. So the red is your foundation. That's within your inner self, right? Then you have which is interesting because I said something about the sexual energy this weekend, right? It's been intense. Pretty interesting because if you'd see, it's right there. So it says, so right here has your sacral. So that's your creativity. That's your sexuality. So instead of giving your sexuality to other people, why don't you create something? I've been celibate for 7 years. I'm not giving that up for nobody. Nobody. Zero. Nobody. So, and then we have your solar plexus, which is your confidence, self-worth, discipline. I heard discipline very clearly. Discipline within yourself, discipline with the choices that you make. And then I see blue. So that has to do with your truth. Speaking your truth, knowing your truth. Don't let anyone gaslight you or be narcissistic. Run away as fast as you can. That's all I gotta say. Run. Don't look back either. All right, and then on the bottom, oh, look, this was the bottom. So this one is success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So we have, yeah. So through adversity, without those trials and tribulations, we wouldn't be where we are, right? A lot of us have our own testimonies, especially the ones that have been through it. You guys could look on my YouTube. I've been through it. I've been through the ringer, and look, I'm still here. Even though we go through these adversities, we learn from them, we grow from them. Yes, we experience them, but it's not to hold on to it, it's to let go. Is acknowledging what you've gone through and being a testimony to someone else on how you got out of these adversities. right? That's why his success is here, right? So even though you've gone through these adversities, you've gone through these trials and tribulations, as we all have, all of us have been through our own challenges in life, but we also create our own freedom, freedom of choices. We either stay in a situation where we're not happy, where we're not growing, where we're not evolving, or we're going to go into a place where we're going to evolve. So it says having patience with this transition, with these adversities. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. I'm raising 3 boys. Um, and I work full time, and I homeschool, and I clean, I cook, I do it all. Not as much as I used to because of my neck surgery, but hey, I still do it all. So we have adversity. Let's see what it has to say. Whoa, a card came out. Mental contrast. Wow. This card was in another deck, and this card actually just came out of nowhere. This looks like a sign of Sagittarius. You know, how has Sagittarius, like they're half human and they're half animal or immortal, right? Interesting. It says mental contrast. Strength isn't from winning. Struggles define strengths. Remember I told you about that's crazy because that correlates with adversity. And I'm not paying attention to the chat, so you guys can say what you will. It says control, power, and repressed. Huh. Remember we were talking about traumas? Interesting. Actually, hold on. Interesting, that came out. I'm going to take these. I did see these, and I was like, oh, should I do shadow work cards today? Should I not do shadow work cards today? But I'm going to. I am a channeler. I am a Reiki master and integrated energy therapist. So I master energy. Just to let you know. And I transmute energy. So, yeah. Do I do Reiki or integrated energy therapy? No. But I do use it on my channel to help others. To see where the blocks are, whatever. Whatever God tells me to deliver, that's what I'll do. So let's see. Shadow cards came out. So let's see what we have for adversity. Adversity, please. We have shedding illusions. That's interesting because we have Neptune and Aries for the next, I don't know, I think 187 years it hasn't been. So there's gonna, or is it in, yes, it's in Aries. Yeah. And pretty interesting because I've been seeing Neptune in the cards, and Neptune has to do with your psyche. Interesting. So shedding illusions. Yeah, these next few years, a lot of people are going to be shedding illusions. All those lies, those whatever, they're going to come to the surface. The first step is awareness. The second is acceptance, reality, honesty, and self-love. What were we saying? What was I saying before I threw these cards out? So yeah, self-love. Exactly. That's important. Being in reality. Some people like to be so you know what's so crazy? People live in such an illusion that they create so many scenarios. Like they have a lie, and then they create another lie, and then they create another lie, and then they create another lie. It's like, really? How old are you? So, shedding illusions. So, Cody, why don't you go make your own channel or something? I don't know. Go do something useful. I don't know, instead of giving me Bible verses, why don't you go create your own channel and create something over there? I don't know. Cody. Guess what? I've been in religion since I was 2 years old. I've been to Pentecostal, Methodist, Catholic. I've been through them all. And guess what? They're all haters. They all talk about each other. They're the first ones to talk about each other, Cody. So I don't believe in religion. And guess what? All my uncles are pastors. Just saying. I was forced to go to church Monday through Sunday. So, let's see. Shedding illusions. It's funny when people come to my channel and like, you know what? Why don't you go sit with God for 5, 20, 30 minutes and then you come back to me? So it says unseen patterns. Some people are not seeing their patterns. It says change your thoughts, change your life, beliefs, and reprogramming. It's time to reprogram your subconscious mind. So instead of saying I can't, say I can. Instead of saying I'm a loser, I'm a winner. You know what I'm saying? That's how you change your circumstances, because you create your own circumstances by the people, places, and things you hang out with. Look at your friends group. Look at your family. Are there positive role models or negative role models? So we have freedom. Shadow alchemy. True shadows into gold by shifting your awareness, empowerment, and rebirth. Obviously, Cody, if you sat with yourself for 5 to 20 minutes, right? As Jesus did when he was on the rock. He got all his messages from Jesus. I mean, from God. Hello? Where did Moses get his knowledge? From God. Where did Noah get his knowledge? From God. Not from man, Cody. People in church are the most hypocritical people in the world. Trust me, I know. The only church that I do go to is their church, is my kids' church, and I don't go a lot. I go once in a blue moon. And they're not hypocrites. That's the only church I will go to. And they are Baptist. They're not hypocrites. So, shadow alchemy. We have face inner demons. Don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. Transform and integrate. It's always important to do shadow work. Like I said, sit with yourself. What was I talking about? Sitting with yourself. Sit with yourself 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes. A lot of people can't even do that. You know why? Because a lot of people are scared of their shadows, of what they've done to other people. That's what meditation is. It's like a whole life story. It's like a movie, right? The longest meditation I've done was 2 hours. And let me tell you, the best 2 hours of my life. All right, we have patience. And I did that for 3 years. Imagine the monks that do it for lifetimes. Since they were pretty much, since they start, I think China starts them at the age of 3 to stay still. Patience. Only if we did that in America, our kids wouldn't have mental health issues. Just saying. Patience. So we have addictions. Compulsive need, desperate, negative consequences, get support and therapy, healing, liberation, and support. And addictions can be anything. Addictions could be smoking too much, binge watching, eating too much sugar, eating too much carbs, smoking cigarettes, drinking. Addictions can be anything. Porn. Let's see. Patience, please. So they want you to liberate yourself from these addictions, heal from them. And a lot of the addictions come from childhood traumas because of the part where, because I was with a drug addict and alcoholic, okay? And I also have my certificate for drug and alcohol. I did a course on it because I wanted to know why, why these people are drug addicts and alcoholics. Most of it has to stem from trauma, from their childhood. What happened to them when they were a child? This is why people numb themselves from drinking, drugs, anything they could get their hands on to numb the pain. I'm sorry, you could drink, you could do drugs and try to numb the pain. It's going to be there tomorrow. You know how you can heal that within yourself? By confronting your fears, by confronting your own demons. That's how you stop the cycle of addiction, is confronting the demons within you. Confronting that child, that scared child that's within you. So that's why people go into addictions. Because they're suppressing. Because they don't want to remember. And a lot of us been raped and molested as children. Did I go into addictions because people molested me and raped me and did all this stuff to me? No. No, I didn't. Addictions. Clarify patience and addictions. Wow, we have arrogance. So it says, not seeing flaws hinders growth. No limits to learn and improve. Humanity, awareness, and growth. Yeah, a lot of people are ignorant and have arrogance. Yes, they do. Not seeing the flaws of their own, but they like to see the flaws of everybody else. Wait, not just that. Okay, I have a channel. A lot of people condemn me because of what I do. Well, why don't you go create your own channel? Why don't you go create something useful and go help someone else? Because I don't charge on YouTube. I don't ask nobody for money. Have I ever asked anybody for money on my channel? Never. Now, when I do readings, if I'm intuitively guided to do a channeled message for someone, I gladly would do it because I know that person needs it. So a lot of people can be arrogant. Yes. That's why they go into addictions. That's why these people don't know how to even face their own demons. They see their unseen patterns. They're shedding illusions onto other people. For what? And then we said, wow, I said, look at this. You can't make this up. What does it say there? Wow. Wow. Break the chain. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront them. Interesting. What did I say? Self-limiting beliefs. Stop thinking in the box and think out of the box. 3444, as I said that. Interesting. All right. Let's see what else we have. We're going to take out the Akashics. It's going to just be confirmation on everything I said, but let's continue. At least I don't use my gifts to do evil things. Trust me, I could do a lot of things. Guess what? This girl wants to go to heaven. So we have, let's see. We have adversity. Clarify adversity, please. Wow. Release attachments. Releasing the past, people, places, and things, as I said. Releasing toxic situations, relationships, whatever relationship that could be. There's something you need to let go of. It's either a limiting belief, untruth, or negative behavior. It's holding you back and keeping you from stepping into your true potential and happiness. And then we have freedom. Let's see. It's like God is saying, create your own blueprint, right? What is your purpose? In the back of Revelations, it says about the seven angels, right? I think it's Revelations 22 till 24. No, 18 to 22, where it talks about the beast and the seven angels, right? So the seven angels are your seven chakras. No one knows how to decode that. Your seven chakras is activating to your higher consciousness, is reaching that state of euphoria, that connection with God, you and God. You're activating so you can live your purpose, so you can follow your path. God wants everyone to follow their path. God has a purpose for everyone. If you acknowledge that purpose, meaning sit in meditation and God will give you the answers. Just as well as he gave to Noah, just as he gave to David, just as well he's gave to so many other prophets. As we all are prophets, we all have a story. Freedom. Woo. We have 3 cards. I'll take them. We have 3. So this one says, fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace a new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Exactly. And that's why freedom is here. It's time to start a fresh start. It's time to face your demons. It's time to do the shadow that needs to be done so you stop projecting your shenanigans onto other people, your traumas from your past, from your childhood, because it all stems from childhood. It says inner peace. That's how you find freedom, is your inner peace. See, look, see that person sitting there with themselves? You're letting outside circumstances create turmoil and frustration within you. Remember, you always have the power to choose your response. Let your inner peace attract a higher vibration outcome for you. So if you're in the negative vibration, which I was talking about, the lower chakras, right? The solar, not having that discipline, self-confidence, love within yourself, self-respect, self-worth, that's part of your solar plexus. Your sacral is your creativity. What are you creating for yourself? What are you showing the world? How are you being a role model? Right? And then we have the root chakra, which is your foundation. That's your inner world. That's you. What foundation that you have with God? What connection do you have with God? Because if your foundation is strong within yourself, you will have everything that God promised you. I have everything that God promised me. I have a home, I have kids, I have a car. My son just got his car. God is good. The thing is, God wants you to connect. God wants you to trust and have faith and to discover who you truly are, your purpose. If you're a reader, if you're meant to be a reader, if you're meant to write a book, if you're meant to do music, if you're meant to build a house, if you're meant to do something. So discovery. New ideas. You can't make this up. People or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do, reach your goal. You discover new strengths and passions along the way. Interesting, because I said something to someone today, and I said I actually wanted to do welding, which I've always wanted to do welding. I know how to solder, but I don't know how to weld. And I think it's almost the same concept, just different chemicals, because you have to blend different chemicals to weld. Solder, you don't need that many tools to solder, right? But welding is a totally different technique. You're dealing with different metals and chemicals and how to blend them together and all that stuff, right? Look, I didn't know how to woodwork. I do that. I do my own videos. And I don't edit them. The only ones I edit are my meditation ones. So patience. And guess what? God gave me every gift I earned. And it says, see it through. It says, you don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and then be proud of what you accomplished. What were we talking about? Let's go with success, please. Clarify success. We have release. Oh, Lord. It says, you're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. What was I saying? All right, it keeps on repeating the same message. So I'm out of here after this. So it says, you deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Exactly. All right, let's see what we got. Wow, connect to your intuition. 4244. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and acts for new insight. There you go, my friends. There you go. All right, let's see what we have for you. Ooh. All right. Hopefully all those don't fall to the floor. Alrighty. All right, God, Source, Universe, what is the message today? All right. Oh, wow. Freedom again. Shoot. Freedom has been all over the board today. 50. It's endings and new beginnings, which we're in this new moon, new cycles, new ideas, new people, places, and things, right? Where's that one? Which is pretty interesting because if you see discover and freedom, right? Discover says new ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. And right here, it's free yourself from limiting beliefs. Again, here we go again with limiting beliefs. Think out the box. Stop thinking in the box. So free yourself from limiting beliefs and attitudes. Be an advocate of freedom so others can be free to pursue their dreams. Exactly what was I saying. That's why I'm here on YouTube. So you create your own YouTube channel or whatever you choose to. Dude, after I click off this, I still got my life. YouTube doesn't pay my bills. God does. Unshackle the chains that bind you from being the person you want to be. Exactly. I'm never going to be by anybody. You must be out of your rockers. The only one that tames me is God. Because God created me. And God brought me here. So let's read from the book. Freedom. Do 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 do. So we got it here. So it says, take someone who doesn't keep score. Wait, take someone who doesn't keep score, who's not looking to be richer or afraid of losing, who has not the slightest interest even in his own personality. He's free. Exactly. So if you bind by riches, that's what you're going to be a slave to. Free yourself from old habits, repressing rules, and people who hold you back. Fly on the wings of your dreams, shed convictions and restrictions, and go beyond what is expected of you. Ideas and aspirations are fine, but you need to have the freedom to pursue them. Unshackle your own chains and any ties that keep you from being free to express yourself as the beautiful human being you are. There are no mistakes on this journey, or there are no mistakes on the journey to freedom. Only lessons to be learned. Don't beat yourself up. Don't do it. I get like that sometimes. Because I've been by myself for so long. Like, it's like, am I doing it right? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I get in my own head and I get in my own way. I do. And you know what? It is what it is. At least I could acknowledge that. Free yourself, free your mind from negative and belittling beliefs. When your thoughts are bound up by fear, your nightmares become a reality and you become a prisoner to fear itself. To evolve, you must make choices that set you free from your limiting beliefs. Give yourself permission to fail by using your free will as many times as you wish. Do better and second time or the third time. Take your time to get it right. Try and try again so that you are that much closer to tasting your freedom. Take out one chain link at a time. Even when it seems impossible that you will ever experience of freedom. Sorry. Let me reread that again because it got a little tangled there. Hold on. Take out one chain at a time, even when it seems impossible that you will ever experience freedom. Know that it is possible. Nelson Mandela is the proof of that. He never stopped believing not only that he would be freed from jail, but that his people would become free to govern their country. Sorry, I wasn't reading the Bible. If you want, I can read a scripture just for you. How about that? Become an advocate for freedom. Freedom of speech, mental freedom, financial freedom, religious freedom. You heard that? Religious freedom. Emotional freedom, physical freedom, and freedom of choice. Well, we're talking about choices, right? The choice is yours. Allow others to make their own choices regardless of your personal views. So stop projecting onto other people what you believe in. I'm not here forcing you to believe in anything. I'm just here to help you understand who you truly are so you can find your purpose in life. So you can just do more than what you're doing. We all have a mission. We all have a purpose. And I remember when I spoke to God and I said, God, please help me bring your people home. And guess what? I never thought it would be Terra. Never thought. So I am bringing God's people home. In my way. Because we're all messengers. Right? We're all messengers. Let's take an angel card out. Actually, I was guided to. I was going to stop there, but I will not. Since we got some new masculines, welcome to the group, you masculines out there. Hopefully you guys find your passions, your purpose. And hopefully, actually, I've been seeing a lot of masculines lately on my YouTube. It's been amazing. I've seen a lot of Reiki masters, a lot of tarot readers. You guys are really doing your thing out there. So bravos to you guys. The ones that are inspiring, changing, and also being a testimony of their own lives, of what they've been through. So applause to you, masculines out there. Actually, I seen one today. It was a gentleman. You could tell he has disabilities. And he's a Reiki master. And he's doing videos on the wheelchair. Doing healing sessions, which is amazing. It's so amazing how the masculine collective is actually rising to their power and not being afraid of what people are going to say or what people are going to think of them. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to click off the video and I'm going to go about my life like I always do. All right. Let's see. We're going to take an angel card out. Let's see what the angels have for us. Let's see what the angels have. Let's see what the angels have. God, Source, Universe. What's the message for today? What's the final message for the collective? What does the collective need to know? We have two, which I don't want. We have those two. This one is the Angel of Eternal Love. As I let love in, it stays in my soul forever. Then we have the Guardian Angel of Youth. As I share my optimism, humor, and sense of fun, I protect and honor my youthful spirit. That's why I don't look 40 years old. Yes, I'm 40 years old. And I don't look it. It's great. It's great. All right, God, Source. Wow, that one came out. It says, ooh, we were talking about service. Look at this. This card came out. You see that? So it says, the Guardian Angel of Service. I offer the best of my talent and goodwill, making my place in the universe a better one. Wow, wasn't I saying this is what my purpose is? Just as well as you guys could be doing that too, if you so choose. So Cody, question. How long have you been celibate for? I'm just curious. I'm so curious, Cody. I can tell you how long I've been celibate for. I pray, I meditate, I fast. I've been celibate for 7 years. I know myself more than someone knows me. No one can tell me who I am. So, Cody, how long have you been celibate for? Because I'm waiting for my kingdom spouse. I'm waiting for God chooses my husband for me, which he has to do the same thing I do anyways. because that's what divine masculines are supposed to do. Help the collective, right? Use our talents to do good. Just saying. 5501, as I said that. So let's read. Service. Wow, we have it right here. So it says, the guardian angel looks after the blesses all those who serve, those people who have a feeling in their hearts that they would like to help make this earth a more peaceful and fruitful place for all. Wow. For those who truly believe that what truly matters is helping to get things right for the rest of us. This angel offers energy, inspiration, contacts, and resources that the jobs at hand can get done in the best possible way. 5551, as I said that. These acts of service may come under the heading of civic or government work, or may be the warm gestures of love and care from volunteers, helpers, or therapists. I am a therapist. They may include simple personal favors from people who offer help. In fact, anyone who offers human assistance in one form or another can be said to give service. These people are blessed by the appreciation and acknowledgement that their service makes a difference in others' lives. This world would be less lovely or workable place without the service of so many people who give their time and energy for the betterment of everyone. We can pray to the guardian angel service to help us find the inner and outer resources to give in the best way we are able. Wasn't I saying that? So as to help our young and old people. Wow, wasn't I saying? Okay, say no more. To serve our churches and temples and to engage in decision-making policies for our neighbors or our government. Service is a way we can participate in our communities and make a real and lasting contribution to the welfare of others. We ask blessings on all those who serve in any capacity to help make this a better world for us all to live in. There you go. As I've been saying, you are the only one to break the chains of the past. You're the only one to make the choices. You're the only one. You alone. As I said, what are you contributing to this planet? What are you doing? So, God bless you all. You have a great evening. I've been on for almost an hour. I thought I wasn't going to be on that long, but hey, it is what it is. See, when God speaks, he speaks. So, excuse me. Yeah, someone needs to work on their solar plexus, self-worth, self-confidence, discipline, honesty, trust in themselves and others, loyalty to oneself. Always stay loyal to yourself. How are you going to stay loyal? My thing is, how are you going to try to stay loyal to someone else when you're not even loyal to yourself? It's just a question. How can you trust someone when you don't even trust yourself? We're talking about illusions. A lot of people just like to gaslight and have illusions. Right? Because they want to live in this facade and they want to, whatever they do. It's whatever. It is what it is. But I'm going to go probably hang out by the creek. If it's not too cold. Is it cold? I don't even know. We do live in upstate New York, and yesterday it was 70 degrees, and today is 36. Like why? Just why? All right, hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. It's 43 degrees. 43 degrees. It's cold. It's cold out there. Yeah, I might go sit by the creek for a little bit. I do have a creek on my property. We do go swimming. I'm hoping to buy some kayaks this summer. Let's see. I could get a good deal on some kayaks. Yeah. God bless you all. Have a great evening. And I will catch you next time. Bye. Oh, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you'll get notified. Also, check me on my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. Hopefully, you guys create your own channels. Hopefully, you guys create something new. It's a new moon, new ideas, new people, new everything. Embrace the new changes that are occurring in your life. And leave the past behind. People that don't serve you in any way. And if you have to let people go, let them go. I'm telling you, it's for the best. You won't regret it. I swear you won't. So God bless. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time.